Question number 1. A cubic graph has degree dash for all vertices. Correct. 3 is the right answer. Question number 2. A tournament is an orientation of a dash graph. You got it. Your choice complete is right. Question number 3. In an Eulerian graph, there exist at least dash. Great thinking. 2 edge disjoint UV paths is the right choice. Question number 4. Every face of a maximal plane graph is a dash. Well reasoned. Triangle is the correct choice. Question number 5. Definition. A list of all the edges in a graph. Valid point. Edge list is true.
Question number 6. An embedding of a planar graph is called dash.
Exactly. Plane makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 7. There is no 3 connected graph with dash edges.
You're right. 7 is the correct answer. Question number 8. To calculate the valence of a vertex U dash. Excellent choice. Count how many edges are connected to it is the right answer. Question number 9. Edges and vertices at the exact same position. Good thinking. Subgraph is the right answer. Question number 10. A graph can be Eularized by duplicating dash. You chose edges, and it is correct. Question number 11. A directed graph is a cyclic if a df yields. Sharp thinking. No back edge is the right choice. Question number 12. A connected simple graph that has no cycles. Right choice. Tree is the best answer. Question number 13. In a graph G, degree of an endpoint is dash. Nice work. You chose 1 and it is correct. Question number 14. Every subdivision of a planar graph is dash. Nice selection. Planar is the correct and valid answer. Question number 15. A trail in a graph can be described as dash. Well done. A walk without repeated edges is the right choice. Question number 16. The degree of any vertex of graph is dash. Right again. The number of edges connected to a vertex is a valid answer. Question number 17. Let G be graph. If G is a tree, then. Strong choice. P equal to Q plus 1 is the right answer. Question number 18. A graph is an acyclic graph if it has dash. Smart move. No cycles is an accurate answer.
Question number 19. How many number of vertices in this graph?
Solid response. 5 is a valid choice. Question number 20. Degree of a graph with 12 vertices is dash. Good job. Your answer 24 works well here. Question number 21. Which of the following statement is false? Great job. G is connected and has n edges is the accurate answer. Question number 22. Every Hamiltonian graph is dash connected. On track. 2 is the correct answer.
Question number 23. A graph with at least 1 cycle is called?
Well picked. Cyclic graph is the correct answer. Question number 24. In graph theory, degree is the measure of. Correct response. How many edges are from each point is the most accurate answer. Question number 25. Definition. The set of vertices in a graph. Bravo. Vertex set is the answer. Question number 26. What does the chromatic number represent? Excellent. The minimum amount of groupings is a brilliant choice. Question number 27. A tripe is called a dash graph. Nicely done. Weighted is a solid answer. Question number 28. Part of graph or the whole graph redrawn. Smart pick. Subgraph is the correct choice. Question number 29. Vertices are considered adjacent if dash. Perfect. An edge connects them is the correct choice. Question number 30. A graph is called Hamiltonian if it has clear logic. Your choice Hamiltonian cycle is sound and 100% true. Question number 31. Length of the walk of a graph is dash. Nice selection. The number of edges in walk W is the correct and valid answer. Question number 32. A minimal spanning tree of a graph G is. Right again. All the above is a valid answer. Question number 33. The thickness of a planar graph is dash. You're right. 1 is the correct answer. Question number 34. When we Eulerize a graph, we dash edges. Add is the right answer. Question number 35. Every connected graph G contains a dash. Nice work. You chose spanning tree, and it is correct. Question number 36. An edge that connects a vertex to itself. On track. Loops is the correct answer. Question number 37. The degree of an undirected graph G is. Well done. The number of edges adjacent to the vertex is the right choice. Question number 38. Chinese postman problem is related to. Exactly. Euler graph makes sense, and it is right choice. Question number 39. What are the lines in a graph called? Right choice. Edges is the best answer. Question number 40. Which statement is wrong about tree? You chose has n vertices and n plus 1 edges, and it is correct. Question number 41. Another name for the exterior region. Well reasoned. Unbounded is the correct choice. Question number 42. A complete graph with n vertices is. Well picked. Regular is the correct answer. Question number 43. A graph is Eulerian if and only if. Smart pick. Every vertex has an even degree is the correct choice. Question number 44. 3 regular graph with 4 vertices has. Great thinking. 6 edges is the right choice. Question number 45. A graph G is said to be regular if. Excellent choice. All its vertices have the same degree is the right answer. Question number 46. Any graph without cycles is called. Strong choice. Forest is the right answer. Question number 47. An independent set in a graph is. Sharp thinking. A set of pairwise, non-adjacent vertices is the right choice. Question number 48. A graph is a collection of dash. Perfect. Vertices and edges is the correct choice. Question number 49. No arrows are shown on the edges. Correct response. Undirected graph is the most accurate answer. Question number 50. Boolean algebra can be used dash. Valid point. For designing of the digital computers is true. Question number 51. A connected graph with no cycles. Solid response. Tree is a valid choice.
Question number 52. What is a tree in graph theory?
Good job. Your answer, a connected graph with no cycles, works well here. Question number 53. Founder of graph theory is dash. Nicely done. Leonhard Euler is a solid answer.
Question number 54. Which of the following is true?
Great job. A graph may contain no edges and many vertices is the accurate answer. Question number 55. The lines on a graph are called. You got it? Your choice edges is right. Question number 56. Length in graph theory is dash. Excellent. Number of edges in a path or circuit is a brilliant choice.
Question number 57. What is a subgraph of a graph?
Bravo. A graph with fewer vertices and edges is the answer.
Question number 58. A part of the graph is called.
Good thinking. Subgraph is the right answer. Question number 59. Radius of a complete graph is. Smart move. One is an accurate answer.
Question number 60. What is a block of a graph G?
Clear logic. Your choice, a maximal non-separable subgraph of a graph G, is sound and 100% true.
Question number 61. What is a non-separable graph?
Well reasoned. A non-trivial connected graph with no cut vertices is the correct choice.
Question number 62. A simple graph can have dash.
Good job. Your answer, no multiple edges, self-loops, and parallel edges works well here.
Question number 63. A graph is complete if dash.
Strong choice. All vertices are directly connected to all other vertices is the right answer.
Question number 64. A graph G is R regular if.
Correct response. Deg equal to for all V in V is the most accurate answer. Question number 65. A connected graph has dash. Well picked. No isolated vertices is the correct answer. Question number 66. What is a path in a graph? Right choice. A sequence of vertices with no repeated vertices is the best answer. Question number 67. What is a weighted graph? Sharp thinking. A graph that has numbers attached to its edges is the right choice. Question number 68. A loop in a graph is dash. Clear logic. Your choice, the edge, the two end points of which are the same, is sound and 100% true. Question number 69. A graph is a tree if a dash. Great thinking. It has no loops or circuits is the right choice. Question number 70. What is a complete graph? Solid response. A graph with all possible edges is a valid choice. Question number 71. A graph is connected if. Valid point. Each vertex can reach any other vertex is true. Question number 72. Bipartite graph contain. Right again. No odd cycles is a valid answer.
Question number 73. What is indicated here?
Nice work. You chose vertex, and it is correct. Question number 74. The Peterson graph is. Good thinking. Neither Eulerian nor Hamiltonian is the right answer. Question number 75. Degree refers to dash. Smart pick. The number of edges connected at a vertex is the correct choice. Question number 76, E stands for dash. Correct. Set of edges of a graph is the right answer.
Question number 77, a simple graph dash.
Well done. No loops nor multiple edges is the right choice.
Question number 78, a point on a graph.
Excellent choice. Vertex is the right answer.
Question number 79. What is a graph?
Bravo. A set of vertices and edges is the answer.
Question number 80, V stands for.
Smart move. Set of vertices of the graph is an accurate answer.
Question number 81, how you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Excellent. Contact Narayan Changda is a brilliant choice.